Yep. One, two, three. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious
Hi there, good evening and welcome to another edition of Big Nerd Pub Quiz. The date is 30th of August. We're at the end of August. Gosh, that month flew. I have to say, absolutely flew by. Yes, it's Sunday night. It's 8 o'clock. But we've got a little bit something different for you planned this evening here tonight on Big Nerd Pub Quiz. Tonight, instead of you playing the quiz, it's going to be me. Tonight, I'm going to be taking on a version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, as you can see here. Now, I ran into a couple of snags with this. This was a game that my dad found knocking about the house. I had never even played it before. It was still in its shrink wrap. I'm pretty sure it was meant to be given to me as a gift. And the date on the back of it is like 2001. So this is how old this game is. Very, very old game. Going all the way back to 2001. And so yes, tonight, the whole thing tonight is we're going to be playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Or I am. And you're going to help me along. Very, very simple. So it's kind of like one of those Twitch streams where, you know, you get to play along at home and you get to see how I do. However, I installed this 19-year-old computer game into my computer and unfortunately it didn't work. So I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, and I was just sitting there thinking, God damn it. You know, after all, you know, I thought to myself, tonight would be a very unique, interesting look and a way of playing this. However, On the other hand, I have managed to find a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire version of the game online. There's 2 versions of it. I'm going to play them all until I get all the way up to the £1 million mark. Or if I don't, within an hour. Okay, that's simple. So you're kind of like watching, it's kind of very meta, this. So yes, looking at some of the things here, there's a couple of wee announcements I'm going to make before I actually start playing it. As always, get in touch via the different social media channels on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be good to hear from you. If any ideas or any, if I'm stuck for questions, do let me know. Get in touch with me via Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. Let me know. If I'm completely stumped, I'm gonna ask you know where you've got an ask the audience option. I'm gonna ask you guys to help me. So let's see if we can all get to the £1 million question without using Google, without doing any of that sort of thing. Share your picks. Use the hashtag BigNerdPubQuiz as always. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're enjoying the Big Nerd Pub Quiz, if you've played before, you can hire the Big Nerd Pub Quiz for private events. It's a perfect activity for social distancing. Fully customizable. With graphics, bespoke graphics and questions for you or your company or your family. It's very affordable and easy to set up. Give me an email, bignerdpubquiz@gmail.com. Don't forget, you can replay all these amazing quizzes that we've been playing over the last couple of months on the website on youtube.com/bignerdpubquiz. And from next week, Big Nerd Pub Quiz will be broadcasting not from my bedroom here in Westrevor, but from the fantastic studios at Harbourside Radio. It's the same quiz, but it's a new home. Live on HarboursideRadio.com. I'm going to keep doing the quizzes on YouTube. They will be simultaneously broadcast on YouTube. Bang on 8 o'clock every night on every Sunday night. But the next one is Sunday the 6th of September 2020 at 8 p.m. That's the next one. You can buy Big Nerd Pub Quiz merch from northernttees.com. Check out their website for fantastic discounts. Use the code BIGQUIZ for 10% discount. And if you enjoy the work that goes into making the Big Nerd Pub Quiz, you can donate to me via PayPal or Patreon. Like I said, the quiz is always free to play. But you can support the work that goes into making it by becoming a Patreon or donating as little as £1 to the PayPal. Massive thank you to everyone out there who has been donating and supporting the Big Nerd Pub Quiz over the last couple of months. And yes, big shout out to my buddies, my new partners at Harbourside, who are probably going to be watching and listening tonight. Like they're really keen to get the station up and going, and I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic outlet once it gets up and going in for the Warren Point area. Anyway, let's not waste. Oh, actually, you know what? We'll play for a good 20 minutes and see what happens. I've got a couple of wee things to show you. Anyway, do get in touch via all the different social media channels here. Let's see where we go. I'm trying to figure out how we get this going. This is the Big Nerd Pub Quiz. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire special. So let's just see if this works. Alright, so just threw this together earlier on. As you can see, I'm in the corner here now, and you can see this is a version I found online. If you just Google Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Game, play for free. This is a version I've played online. I've selected the UK version because I try to figure the questions would be closer to home in that respect. And yeah, let's give it a go. Amazingly, I have to say, one of the things I did want to point out before I do start playing this, right, is that, like I said, it was still in a shrink wrap. When I opened it up, it had obviously the instruction manual about how to install it, but also early mobile gaming. Look at this. Look at that. Where do you like to play? In the cafe? Have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire questions texted to your phone. And look, Vodafone and Orange Network. Who remembers the Orange Network? And Motorola phones as well. And you can also play the Big Nerd, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire on PC and PlayStation 1. Absolutely amazing. Sadly, we're not going to be playing that version tonight. However, we are going to be playing this version here that you see on your screen. And like I said, set up very much like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire format. We're going to test how I do in this. So, let's just give it a whack. The whole ambition is to get to 1 million. If I get to 1 million at any point tonight, that'll end it. Or before 9 o'clock. I'm going to play all the way up to 9 o'clock, and if I don't, that's it. We're done. I'll just go to bed. Anyway, so here it is. I'll read out the questions. You guys can play along at home. And this is one randomly generated by this website. So here we go. I've literally just set this up, and this is the first one here. So which day comes before Ash Wednesday? Is it A, Shrove Tuesday, B, Shrill Tuesday, C, Shrimp Tuesday, or D, Shrub Tuesday? I think we all know that the answer is going to be Shrove Tuesday, right? And that's correct. Hooray. I'm very disappointed we didn't get to see the cool graphics that went along with it. Okay, so now the clock is ticking. I have 60 seconds to answer this. We're going to try to find out. So, what describes Joseph's dream code in the title of the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical? Ravishing, amazing, stunning, or dazzling? And I've already got my cursor pointed over B. So we all know it's Joseph and his amazing Technicolor dream code. Remember Jason Donovan played him? Remember Philip Schofield? I saw Philip Schofield play him in The Point in Dublin years ago. Anyway, here we go. Here's the next one. We got 60 seconds to get through this. Remember, we're going to keep playing until I get to 1 million, okay? So, which feature of a church is specifically used for christenings? Is it the spire, the belfry, the font, or the pulpit? Well, we know that the pulpit is the place where the priest or the minister or the pastor delivers his sermon, his or her sermon. The belfry is obviously where they keep the bells. Right? Spire is, that yoke, you see. But the font is where all the holy water is, and the babies gets baptized. So, or humans, humans, adults. We'll give it a go. C. So there you are. Got that one right as well. We're up to £500. This is the £500 question. Which of these would deal in buying and selling commercial property or land? Is it A, confectioner, B, pharmacist, C, estate agent, or D, florist? I'm finding these quite simple. I think we all know. It's not a pharmacist. Definitely not a florist. Certainly not a confectioner. I don't know. Wouldn't trust a confectioner to sell me a house. Wouldn't trust an estate agent either. But we'll give it a go. It's C again, isn't it? Yes, let's click C. Let's see how we do. I'm getting a big fear of actually accidentally clicking the wrong thing and completely screwing it up. We'll bring this up a wee bit here. In which country was the trade union Solidarity founded? And this is for the £1,000 question. Yes, I know my history. This would have been about the late 70s, early 80s. And the trade union itself was set up to kind of push back against the communist system in this particular country. It was headed by Lech Walesa. I think still alive. Might be. So yeah, Lech Walesa became the leader, and then subsequently ended up becoming president of Poland. So A, Poland, B, Romania, C, Italy, or D, Spain. Let's see. We'll whack this on. We'll play A, Poland. This is to get me into the £1,000 mark. Alright, so here we go, £1,000. Up to £2,000 there. So plain and pearl are terms used in which handicraft? Knitting, collage, marquetry, or macram? I'm actually a little bit of a... You know what? I'm gonna ask the audience in this one. I'm gonna ask the audience here. They all seem to think it's C. Now that could be completely oblivious to me. This is the way these things happen. They think it's C. Hall assistants, as it says. I'm gonna go for C. Let's see what happens. Did we get this one right? Turns out the audience were correct. You're probably looking at me back at home thinking, that was obvious. It wasn't obvious to me. Sometimes these things can happen. Okay, 53 seconds left on this one. Which of these is a famous boxer? Chris Eubank, Chris Boardman, Chris Everett, or Chris Waddle? Waddle's the footballer. Chris Boardman's the cyclist. Don't know who Chris Everett is, but I know Chris Eubank. Youth hustling with Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank is the famous boxer. So, Chris Eubank. I think we're all going to go Chris Eubank on this one. God, we're getting fairly up for £4,000 or $4,000 as it says here on this particular version. I think this is Chris Eubank, famous boxer. Question number 7. 16 seconds on the clock, and it's correct. So not too bad. Now this could be a very difficult one. Okay, anyone out there know this? Am I gonna use my So who painted the Laughing Cavalier? Frans Hals, Peter Bruegel, Hans Holbein, or Jan van Eyck? Okay, I'm gonna call a friend. Let's see. Might be A. It's up to you. He thinks it's A. I've heard of these artists. I have. I think I know the painting. I'm not sure who presented it. I'm gonna go with Frans Hals. Let's see. Let's see if my friends was right. It's just. Oh, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. £8,000. Okay. Which of these features does a mud skipper possess? Legs, fins, shell, or wings? I have a feeling I know what it might be. 41 seconds on the clock with this one. At the £16,000 question, I've got one lifeline left. I'm looking at my phone here. I'm just gonna open it up and see if anybody has texted in. Let me know. I've got 29 seconds. I'm gonna use my lifeline. I've gotta use my lifeline at this point. I thought it would have been wings. I'm gonna be wrong. 15 seconds left on this. Oh, it's a 50-50 yoke, isn't it? Anyone know? Before I'm put out, I'm gonna go fins. I'm gonna go B. It might be completely wrong. I've got all the way to £16,000. Oh, completely flukes it and goes. It's fins. Yes, we did it. Okay, we're up to question 10. Yeah, Janice Boardman. She texted in. Anyway. Okay, here we are. Janice has texted in. Thanks very much for that tip. We've got 42 seconds. Which of these spirits is made from molasses? Rum, brandy, gin, or bourbon? I know rum is sugar. I know gin is juniper berries. Brandy or bourbon? I'm gonna go brandy with this one. I don't think I can lose any more money, so I can just gamble it. I can just gamble and go ahead. If anyone knows this, try to let me know. If we go all the way up to £32,000, we're going to keep playing until I get to $1 million. But let's keep it rocking and rolling. Okay, here we go. So, I'm going to go brandy. Going to go with my instinct on this. Brandy. Is it brandy? It's rum. I lost. I picked the wrong question. But I made it all the way to £64,000. I'm pretty happy with that. First attempt, not too bad. Not too bad. We did that in about 15 minutes or so. Happy enough, I have to say. But yes, many of you guys have been playing the quiz for the last couple of months. I've been kind of wondering, Mark, have you done quizzes before? And I would have to say, yes, I have. That was the first thing I'm going to show you before we move on, before we do it again. This here is me, as you can see, the Abbey Grammar School Junior Schools Quiz Champion, 1998. And yours truly there. Have I changed that much? You see it? Yeah. There's myself. All the way back in 1998. Like, we weren't just good. We were the best. And there's the proof. We won everything. We won the Ulsters, we won the thing, and we went over to England quite a few times. So yes, that's where I began my quizzing career, as it were. More kind of a little history about my quizzing background later on in the show. I have a couple of little clips to show you from various TV shows. However, let's kick off again. We'll do it again. We'll see how far. Let's see if we can beat number 10. So anyone out there who's actually tuned in, who wants to give me some help here, the lines are open. I need you to be my friends here on this one. All social media channels right down here below. Do give me a shout out. Like I said, the best way, Instagram and Facebook. Well, let's do it one more time. We'll try this one, and there's another version of this game we could do again. We'll do a couple of them. Let's see if we can get to the £1 million in any of them, or you can get all the way to see how far I can go, okay? So here we go. We're going to start off another one. Get that nice and even there. Like I said, this is just a web version of the game. It's not brilliant, but we'll give it a go. So what name is given to spectacles for both near and distant vision? Is it bifocals, bilaterals, bilinguals, or biennials? So 4 options there. I think we, just to kick off, get going. Bifocals? Yeah, let's do it. Number 1. Always the big kind of the big worry of getting it wrong. You've seen people get them wrong straight off. Okay, in which county is the town of Penzance? Pirates of Penzance. Devon, Somerset, Dorset, or Cornwall? Now, my geography isn't brilliant, but I'm gonna go Cornwall. Alright? It's very, very, very bottom of the country. I'm gonna go Cornwall with this one. I might be wrong. So early on, I'm gonna go for it. I will go for Cornwall. I've got 24 seconds. I'll debate it. Devon, Somerset, Dorset, or Cornwall. This would be embarrassing if I got it wrong, but we'll have a go. Cornwall. Will it go green? Gets it. Oh. It isn't scary sometimes when you... What is a cherub? Is it a boiled sweet, a cigar, a beetle, or an angel? You know when they talk about people with cherubed faces. Certainly not a boiled sweet that I would have heard of. And it's definitely not a beetle of any point, or any kind. Cigar? Well, there could have been a cigar make called cherub, but it is angel. I'm gonna go for D. So A, B, C, or D on this one. £300 question, $300 question. And we're gonna play it. We're gonna play D, angel. Not bad. Normally I take my sips of water when I'm not doing thing. An Ayatollah is a high-ranking religious leader of chiefly in which country? Iran, Israel, Italy, or Iceland? Take my cursor off that. I don't think Israel has Ayatollahs. And certainly not Italy or Iceland. We've all heard of the Ayatollah Khomeini in Iran, who toppled the Shah in '79 during the Iranian Revolution. The American hostage crisis is obviously which came out of that. But yes, we've got 19 seconds left on this one. We're gonna go Iran. It's fairly obvious. Let's play it. It's A, Iran. Alright. Pretty sure we got that one right. And it's on to the next one, 1001. This is our first kind of fallback question. In which ancient city did the Vestal Virgins live? Ooh, tough one. I'm gonna ask anyone out there knows this one. Anyone? So yes, we've got Cornwall, Angel. Joseph Owens is tuned in. Cheers, mate. Janice says Angel. So the Vestal Virgins: Troy, Sparta, Rome, or Thebes? I don't think it's Rome. This is like a Greek thing. I don't think it's Sparta. It's not Troy, because that was another city altogether. I'm gonna go Thebes. I'm gonna go C. Let's just try it. Worst comes to worst, we could try it again. No, Rome. Janice is saying Rome. Is it Rome? Janice, I'm going with you. Okay, we're playing this together. We're in this together. I'm going with Rome. You've said Rome. I was gonna go C. Janice was right. Janice was correct. Yes, we're going with we're going with Rome. Happy days. Okay, and you know, believe it or not, look at this. Look at this question next. Right, Stephen O'Hara said definitely Rome. I did not know that. Again, this is you know, poacher turned gamekeeper here, or all the way around. We're on to the number 6. Come on, look how that question I think was fairly difficult. Looking at this. Okay, which cartoon character is associated with the word cowabunga? Oh, come on. We all know this. Fuck. I've even got, you know, the cassette tape. Do the Bartman. I've got 23 seconds left. So Cartman, Pikachu, Bart Simpson, or Butthead? I think we all know who it is. We're gonna go with C. Final answer for £2,000. That was a far easier question. Definitely Bart Simpson. We know that. We're up. I'm glad to see people playing. Okay, so by which first name was the American modern artist Pollock known? Jackson, Fowler, Butcher, or Mitchell? Now, Pollock was the artist who was very famous in the early 50s, mid 50s, with the big canvases with lots of crazy paint strokes. His name is Jackson Pollock. And funny enough, his work was funded by the CIA, weirdly enough. Very, very weird. Because in a weird way, the Americans wanted to kind of prove that their work, was superior to the communists. And weirdly, yes, apparently Jackson Pollock was funded by the CIA. So A, B, C, D, Jackson, Fowler, Butcher, Mitchell. I've got 15 seconds. I'm only just playing for time here. I know the answer. Kind of building up the effect. 10 seconds left. We're going to go with Jackson Pollock, because that's what it is. Jackson Pollock with 10 seconds left on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And it's correct. Okay, next question. Again, another relatively easy one. Which football club plays its home games at Goodison Park? Is it Everton? Maybe. Is it West Ham? Nope. I'm a West Ham season ticket holder. I know. I used to live 20 minutes from the stadium. Is it Spurs? Definitely not, because their stadium is called the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They haven't got the naming rights yet. Or Wimbledon. Interestingly, Wimbledon, or AFC Wimbledon, don't actually have a ground yet. They're still playing out in West London. They're getting an old, brand new ground. They used to play in Plough Lane, but they're actually getting moved to a new stadium at the old dog track, which is going to get refurbished. Now, God knows, because of COVID and all, whether that funding is going to happen, whether it's actually going to go ahead. It'd be cool to see. But for question 8, for £8,000, which English club plays at its home games at Goodison Park? Everton, West Ham, Spurs, or Wimbledon? It is, in fact, Everton. I know you guys are home. Good screaming at the TV. I know it's Everton. Goodison Park. Only a couple of meters away. Not that far away from Anfield. They're like right beside each other. On another video, in the TV series, what type of box was Doctor Who's TARDIS? Again, just goes to show you. A theatre box, a police box, an ice box, or a dispatch box. Now, it's interesting to think that police boxes, which this answer is, it's B, were actually quite relatively common things to see. But now if you see a police box, you're like, oh, the doctor's here. Pretty obvious. There are a couple left. There's one in Glasgow, I believe, and there's one outside Earl's Court Station in London, which lots of people get their photographs taken beside. But yes, the police box now kind of more, you've definitely ubiquitous with the doctor as opposed to the actual police itself. I've still got all 4 lifelines left. I've got 9 seconds left. We're on to question 10. £32,000. We're going to go police box. It's B, and the answer is correct. Alright, we're up to 32,000. I've still got 3 lifelines. Help me out here. Let's see. So, which of these animals is an amphibian? An iguana, a crocodile, a terrapin, or a toad? I think that's pretty obvious. Is that so obvious that it's... I could be wrong. Right, I'm going with toad with this. Right? Crocodiles are reptiles. Iguanas are also reptiles. Terrapins. What do you guys think? Am I overthinking this? It is a toad. Joseph to Owen says it's a toad. Yeah, everyone thinks it's a toad. I'm definitely thinking it's a toad. It's one of those things that's like, that's so easy. Am I actually going to get that wrong? We're going to go with a toad for $32,000. Let's see. Light it up green. It's toad. Sometimes you doubt yourself and you're like, ugh. Okay. Who was Foreign Secretary between 1989 and 1995? This is an interesting one. Yeah, Teresa Hughes, I completely agree. Could be toad. Okay. Ken Clark, Michael Howard, John Major, or Douglas Hurd? No. John Major was PM. We know that. Douglas Hurd, maybe. Ken Clark, maybe. I know Michael Howard was Home Secretary because he balls up the prisons. Remember that? There's a big prison scandal. I'm going to go 50-50 on this one, guys. I'm going to go with Douglas Hurd on this. I'm going to go with Douglas Hurd because I think Ken Clark might have been Chancellor. Because Michael Hire was definitely Home Secretary. So Douglas Hurd, Foreign Secretary, 89 to 95. Let's play Douglas Hurd. I'm going to play it. Ooh. Right, we're doing well. We're doing better than last time. We're up to 12. So Stephen Sondheim wrote a musical called Sunday in the Park with... Oh, if you know this, I think I've heard of this. I think it might be... Okay, I might have to use one of my lifelines here. I've only got 45 seconds. Sunday in the Park with... I'm gonna ask the audience of this. This could be a tricky one. It's either A or D. We're gonna continue the game. They think it's A. Sunday in the Park with George. Any musical fans out there, let me know. Yeah, thanks guys. Teresa, Janice, and Joe. If the audience is saying George, let's go with George. We've got 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7. Let's play George. We're gonna play George and see if we can get to 13. We're still on fire for $250,000. And wait, I know this. In which city is Oscar Wilde buried? Paris, Venice, London, or Dublin? I went to the same university as Oscar Wilde. Yes, I know this. He died in Paris, and he is buried in Paris. Is it the Père Lachaise? You know what? If it asked me what cemetery, I think either Père Lachaise cemetery in Paris. He is definitely buried in Paris. He has this amazing modernist tomb, and people go there and kiss it to pay their respects. We're going to the $500,000 one, guys. Might actually end early tonight. Or we'll play the other one too. We'll play it again. Anyway, not gonna count my chickens. Let's go. We know A, Paris, B, Venice, C, London, or D, Dublin. It is Paris. We're going with A. And we've done it. And we're up to the $500,000. We're 2 away from the million. Which party is the politician Rab Butler associated? The Liberals, the Whigs, Labour, or the Conservatives? Rab Butler. Never heard of the guy. Gonna phone a friend on this. Anyone? Rab Butler? Anyone? Joe, Janice, Teresa, Stephen, Michael. I know yous are texting in. Rab Butler. Who could it be? I'm not Googling. I'm not cheating on this. Right, we've got 25 seconds left. I've got one lifeline now, but let's phone it. This is my worst subject. We think I'd go for D. Not even sure. No idea. Teresa has no idea. Rab Butler. With my fake phone a friend seems to think it's D. To get to the £1,000,000. Screw it. We've done really well. We've got all the way up to $500,000. We're 1 away. We are 1 away. We are 1 away. This is the $1,000,001. Oh. And you know I love history. But this is going to be a pure guess. I've got a 1 in 4 chance with this one. I've no more lifelines. In which year did David Livingstone become the first European to see Victoria Falls? Is it A, 1860, B, 1850, C, 1865, or D, 1855? Any clues? Guys, I'm throwing it out to you guys to help me get this £1,000,000 or fake $1 million. Anybody? I've got 23 seconds left. I have no idea. I'm thinking, I've got a hunch says it's 1860. I don't know why. I've got 10 seconds. Nobody's giving me any clues. I've got 9 seconds. 8, 7. I'm going to go with A. 1 in 4 shots for the $1,000,000. For the $1,000,000. I was off by 5 years. Intuitively 18. Oh no! We were so close! We were so close. We'll do this one more time. I've dropped my painting. Oh. It's alright. It survived. It's done alright. We were so close. Guys, thank you so much for your help. But what a stinker of a question. And you know me, I love throwing you questions about history and dates. How would I have known that? I don't know. I know Livingston and... Anyway. We'll play this one more time. We'll try to get to the million. And then we'll play this other version of it from Silver Games. It's called Millionaire Quiz. And I think it's a little bit different. And I think you play via different categories. But we'll play this one more time. Let's see if we can get to the million. Didn't do too badly. We'll try to play all the way to the £1 million question, alright? One more go. And then, if not, we'll try the other ones, okay? Well, thanks for playing along with me. I really, really appreciate that. That's really, really cool. Don't forget, next week, by the way, gonna be on Harborside. So don't forget, next week the quiz will be on harborsideradio.com. We're going to be doing the quiz live from there. And on YouTube. We're going to broadcast it simultaneously, but it will look a little bit different. And hopefully we'll snag some sponsors during the week. Yes, back to the normal quiz. We'll play this. We'll keep playing this. We'll play one more time with this, and then we'll play the other version, see if they're any easier or any harder. But I think I did well, and thank you to your help for all your help for getting me that way. But you see the way that the brain thinks when it comes to these sort of things. Anyway, let's one more time up the ladder. Let's see how far we get. We got all the way to the top. Let's see if we can actually get over the line. Which of these is a marine creature? Which of these is a marine creature? A jelly bean, a jellyfish, a jelly shoe, or a jelly baby? I think that's fairly obvious. Let's light it up. Whoa! I clicked the wrong one. I'm an idiot. I am an actual idiot. Alright, let's start again. I clicked the wrong bloody thing. I knew it was a jellyfish. Oh, right. Let's try it again. Let's do this again. Which word means to both the musical instrument and to cook the books? Is it a fiddle, a trumpet, a harpsichord, or a whistle? So we know to fiddle the books, to fiddle the accounts. It's A. So, okay, we're off. Forget that happened. Just forget it happened. Okay, according to the popular phrase, which garment might one get in a twist? Those are your bloomers, your socks, your trousers, or your knickers. A, B, C, or D. We all know the phrase. Definitely all the phrase. It's not get a bloomers in a twist. Not get your socks in a twist. It's not get your trousers in a twist. But it is get your knickers in a twist. So, I'm being very careful to click the right answer this time. Not go foolhardy and click the wrong one. Let's do it. Let's go. Knickers in a twist. See how we do it? And it is up to 300. Here we go. Next question. In which country is the city of Shanghai? Come on. Okay, I can't slag the quiz. Sometimes it'll come to bite you back in the ass. But in which country is the city of Shanghai? It's definitely not Indonesia. It's not Russia. It's not India. I'm pretty sure it's D, China, given the fact that I've been there before. So, it's a great city. It's really cool. Massive. But yeah, let's play it. For $300 or £300. Who wants to be a millionaire? We're playing. Oh, China. Yeah, fairly obvious. Question number 3. We're on to question number 4. Oh, and it's just reset. I think I did something to reset the quiz. Anyway, screw it. We'll restart again. See how far we get with this attempt, and then we'll play the other ones. Which phrase means 2 consecutive failed serves in tennis? It's a double fault. Double decker, double bounce, double take, or double fault. Let's play it. It's double fault. Alright, next one. The cricket abbreviation LBW, which part of the body is before the wicket? Is it the limb, the lap, the lung, or the leg? Well, we all know that there's various ways to be caught out in cricket. Well, to be put out in cricket. I think there's 9. One of them is actually not turning up on time if you're out and you don't come out of the pavilion to go play. But there's obviously caught out. There's to get bowled out. But also leg before wicket. So if the ball hits the leg before the wicket and the umpire sees it, it's like, yep, that was going to hit the stumps. You are out. And he raises his finger. And it's leg before wicket. Alright. I know, I'm dragging this out, aren't I? Here we go. £300 question is up next. Which commonly used prefix means opposed or aghast? Or against, sorry. Semi, pro, milli, or anti? Again, my cursor is floating over D. It's definitely not semi, it's definitely not pro, it's definitely not milli. Let's play it. If you're anti something, like anti-vaxxers, or idiots as I like to call them. Anyway, moving on. What kind of food is a gherkin? Is it a mushroom, a tomato, a cucumber, or an olive? I know this. It's not a mushroom. It's definitely not an olive. It's not a tomato. But what type of food? What kind of food is a gherkin? It's cucumber. I know that. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those things. It's a cucumber. I didn't know that. I just thought I thought just a gherkin's a gherkin and a cucumber's a cucumber. Didn't know it was like a type of food. But there we go. I'm going with my instincts on this, and Trace has texted in. I'm saying it is a cucumber, right? Let's play it. Number C for £500 to get us up to the £1,000 mark. And let's go to number 5. According to the saying, what is clear when dangers have gone? The beach, coast, shore, or seaside? I think it's fairly obvious to know this one. The coast is clear. Yes, let's play it. The coast. And we're up to 2,000. Let's see how we get on with this next one. Which is the most important stone in an arch? The foundation stone, keystone, curbstone, or coping stone? So you know when you see an arch or bridge, and there's basically the stone that keeps the other stones kind of compact and in. That is the keystone. So it's a fairly common term used as a keystone. You know, you're the keystone of the organization. You're the most important part, or something like that. But the keystone would be the most important. I'm gonna have a wee drink before I click the next one. Such is my confidence in this. Let's play it. We're playing keystone. Question number 6, and we're up to number 7 straight away on this. See how we get on. What's the capital of New Zealand? It's not Dunedin. It's not Auckland. It's not Christchurch. It is Wellington. Now, funny enough, I think a lot of people get Auckland and Wellington mixed up because Auckland's I think is the biggest city, but Wellington is the capital. I believe it's in the North Island. Jez, if you're watching, as you normally do, he's from New Zealand and he would definitely get this one right. But yes, I know the capital of New Zealand is Wellington. Interestingly, yeah, Jez, who did the Stuck in Here With You podcast, you know, the podcast I was always plugging for him. Yeah, they stopped doing it. They did it for nearly 3 months. Oh, I'm nearly running out of time. Talking a lot of crap. Let's go with Wellington. It is Wellington. I know it's right. We're going up to question 8 for 8,000. 8 for 8. Here we go. Here's the next one. What is the collective term for a group of price-controlling companies? Cartouche, carte blanche, cartage, or cartel? I think it's definitely cartel. It's not carte blanche. Carte blanche means just you've got a white card, like a carte blanche. You have carte blanche to do anything. You've got a kind of a blank check. Cartouche, a cartage. No, that's not them either. But a cartel, like a business cartel. I was actually thinking conglomerate. No, but that's like a group of companies. Let's go with D, cartel. And we are right with that one. Alright, next one. £16,000. Question number 9. Which of these is a pleasure resort in Brooklyn, New York, famous for its amusement park, Coney Island? So Ellis Island is obviously the place where the immigrants would have landed and been processed before getting into America. Very famous. Staten Island is actually the island across from New York. It's one of the 5 boroughs. Treasure Island isn't real. it's a book. And Coney Island, yes, it's the setting of the movie The Warriors. You haven't seen The Warriors, do treat yourself for that one. It's definitely B. Coney Island. Let's click B. Hopefully it's right. And we're up to 10,000. Oh, we're up to 32. Question 10 on the 32,000 mark. Kiev. Okay, I think we've got this one. So Kiev is the capital of which country? Georgia, Poland, Ukraine, Russia. We all know Moscow's the capital of Russia. Warsaw is the capital of Poland. Tbilisi is the capital of Georgia. And Kiev is the capital of Ukraine. So yes, I was actually watching a documentary about Chernobyl this morning, and it's amazingly close, considering it's only about 70 miles, north. So that's about the equivalent of like between, I don't know, Dublin and here. It's amazing to think. Anyway, we all know Kiev, it's C. All the way up to 64, doing well I think this time. No lifelines used yet. Let's see how we get on. Which wake features in the title of a James Joyce novel? If I'm not mistaken, you'd be surprised. I have a copy of it. Yep. Hennessy's, McGilligoodies, Donovan's, or Finnegan's. It's just funny. It's one of those things when you get a question like that and you're like, I know this. Yeah, Finnegan's Wake. Did a bit of English literature back in the day. Very, very difficult book to read. I'm not gonna pretend it was an easy one. But yes, Finnegan's Wake. D, to bring us up to number 12. Still got my 3 lifelines. Answering it with 15 seconds to go. Thanks, Trace, for the heads up on that one. 15 seconds. Moving on. 12. Which is the 4th planet? Again, I don't know whether these questions are actually programmed in terms of difficulty, but the 4th planet from the Sun: Earth, Mars, Jupiter, or Mercury? We know Mercury is the 1st planet from the Sun. 2nd planet is Venus. 3rd is Earth. Jupiter is the 5th. And Mars is the 4th. I'm just drawing out the tension here. We know it's C. Let's play it. Let's play C. Tantalizingly close. Wasn't questioned by home secretaries or anything like that. Like, gosh, this is considered to be relatively easy. But then again, you never know. The Storling is the parliament of which country? Iceland, Sweden, Denmark, or Norway? That is a tricky one. Anyone? Now, I've been to the Danish parliament. I'm a big fan of Borgen. And that's what they call the Danish parliament. Right? Borgen or Christianborg. I've got 30 seconds on this. Anyone know this? Do text me. The Storling. I'm going to rule out C. I'm going to use my 50-50. And I've got a 50-50 on this. Let's ask the audience. The Storling. Anyone know? Anyone know this one? I've got 13 seconds left. The Storling. Okay, I'm gonna go 50. I'm gonna go ask the audience. We've got 8 seconds left. They're saying Norway. I knew it wasn't Denmark. I've got 5 seconds, and we're playing D. 2 lifelines on 1 question. See? Oh, okay. Which of these was not a poet laureate? Oh, this is a tough one. I've got 1 lifeline left. We made it about a half. The lifelines seem to be fairly reliable. John Masefield, Robert Browning, Colley Cibber, or John Dryden? I have a feeling it might be Robert Browning. Some tells me he wasn't the poet laureate. But then that's something I should bone up on in future if I'm going to do quizzes. Anyone know this one? I'm asking my papes here who are tuned in. But watch. Right, you know what? I'm gonna click the phone a friend. It could be either B or what? But I really don't know. He thinks it's B. I'm gonna go with B. Let's see. Is it B? Is it B? Oh my god. We're up to the million. We're up to the million. Okay, here we go. Help me out on this one, anyone. Okay, which country of these... the currency of which country is decided into 100 halala? Syria, Mongolia, Bangladesh, or Saudi Arabia? I don't think it's Mongolia. I'm going to just throw that out there. I don't think it's Mongolia. It has to be a Muslim country. It could be either or Bangladesh or Saudi Arabia. I have no lifelines left. Anyone help me out this. To get the million. To actually get the million. With 25 seconds to go. Anyone. Janice, Joseph, Teresa, Stephen, Michael. Anybody. I've got 20 seconds left. I'm just thinking Saudi Arabia too. Janice is telling me Saudi Arabia. We've got 13 seconds. Let's click it. Let's play it to win the million. I'm thinking it's Saudi Arabia. D. £1,000,000. 15 questions. Congratulations. You are a winner of our game, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Oh my god, thank you so much. But here, tell you what, thank you so much to everyone who's been tuning in, helping me out with this. Massive thank you. We did it. We did it collectively. And with 10 minutes to go. Very, very happy with that. Yeah. No, let's not play again. Let's just leave it as it is. So yeah, that was it. After 3 or 4 goes. Here's a whistle, red card. That's a football referee. We know that. Anyway, I did want to share 1 or 2 things with you guys tonight, actually before, and I thought I was going to do this around about half time. And it was kind of to ask, people asking me, have you ever done quizzes before? And Stephen saying, well done, you big chancer. Have I done quizzes before? Yes. The answer is yes. I've done a couple of TV quizzes before. I'm actually going to show you some clips from them. So this one here, I'm going to mute this one because it is. This one here was King of the Nerds. I'm going to mute it because I don't know what the crack is in terms of actual. I don't know what the crack is in terms of actual copyright on this, but whether or not they allow me to use this. But yes, this was a TV show called King of the Nerds, which I filmed a couple of years ago, all the way back in 2014. So gosh, 6 years ago now, in the summer of 2014. But it didn't actually come on air on Sky One until about 2016. Oh, sorry, 2015, the year after. And it was basically a TV show, reality TV show set in this house in Suffolk. And the whole thing based on kind of like The Apprentice, but for geeks. And the crack is there's me talking about the quiz and talking about I have put these clips up on Vimeo. I think the quiz is up there online somewhere. You can find, or the actual series itself is online. But it's based on an American show on TBS. And we were the first British version of it. And yeah, there was 11 people living in a house in Surrey, Essex, in the middle. And Connie Hook was the presenter. She was absolutely lovely. Yes, we all lived in this house for like over like 4 weeks, nearly a whole month. And it was the most kind of mad, kind of crazy thing I've ever done or ever been involved with. Look how thin I am. I did pretty well. This is kind of spoiler to you. I did get all the way to the final, and it was a really kind of mad reality show. Like, it was interesting because it gives you a real kind of sense about how TV shows are produced and the kind of mad tricks that TV presenters actually, or they throw at you to kind of screw you over. But you'll see me here in action. Actually doing part of the quiz. So you were split into 2 teams, and we all had to do various bits and bobs. The next one I'm going to show you is actually, I was on the TV show 15 to 1.
On
I don't know whether that's actually coming through or not.
Mark Hughes from Ross Trevor.
Yes, this was back when I was in law. This was done about 2017.
Political term,
and the quiz was presented by Sandy
used
Toxvig.
figuratively to suggest that a leader has been removed from political power, literally means throwing someone out of which feature of a building?
It means to throw someone out of a window.
The word comes from the Latin.
So 15 to 1 was
fenestra,
this was the
meaning
kind of reimagining or relaunch of the William G. Stewart TV series from the 90s and the 80s and 90s, and they relaunched it on Channel 4.
Margareta II of Denmark designed the stage and costumes for Love in a Dustbin,
Sadly, they don't make
a
it
ballet
anymore.
based on 3 fairy tales by which 19th century compatriot.
She's Danish, so I think Hans Christian Andersen.
You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
it was a really,
Mark.
really good quiz, this. Flew me over to Glasgow to do
Pop
it
music,
when I was living in
2015
Belfast.
autobiography by Russell Sr. entitled
And,
Freak Out the Squares.
you get
tells
3
the story
goes at
of
it.
his time in the 1980s and 90s.
I
as
did
a
pretty all right
guitarist
in my
and violinist with which group
on
from
this one.
Sheffield.
Pulp.
The book is subtitled
You see
Life in a
basically
Band
me kind of
called
really
Pulp.
Pulling
Well
these
done. Did you
answers
really
from the
drag that
recesses
up
of my
from
brain.
Yeah, well, I know Pulp been on the go since the 80s
But
and
yes,
the 90s, but I
15 to
met Jarvis
1.
Cocker
Did pretty
once.
well on it.
Yeah.
Like I
Well,
said,
it's one of
my
my favorite
second
bands, so I kind of
round,
figured.
Well done.
I got all the way to... on my second go, I
Today's
got all the way
15
to
to
the
1
final.
finalists are
So,
and Mark
there's yourself
Hughes,
there.
a paralegal
Very
from
orange. They
Rostrevor,
put a lot of
County
makeup
Down.
on you. To stop the glare.
Welcome back to 15 to 1. We've reached the final round of the show. Let's meet today's finalists. And Mark, you may not have had the 100% record in all 3
I'm
rounds,
gonna be
but you
honest,
did
I used to
eliminate
watch
2
this
people
show as
in
a
that
kid.
round. I should think these
And for me
guys
to
should
get
be
on
worried as
this
well.
was a really
been
big deal.
quizzing
Like,
up and,
I loved
reading up a
15 to
lot,
1.
so
It's a real quizzer's
You're
quiz.
as ready as you can be.
yeah.
All right. Well, I
And
wish all
really,
three
really
of you all
difficult.
the
They don't,
best.
it's sadly not on air anymore.
Jason, Mark, fingers on
But it
buzzers
was,
to start with.
It was really, really good fun.
Singles, which British singer-songwriter reached number 3 in the UK singles chart at Christmas 1980 with the song Stop the Cavalry. Mark,
Jonah Louis.
correct.
So this is
Fingers
kind of
on
like a
buzzers.
super cut of me
Politicians
answering all the
in
questions
Tony Blair
right.
government from 1997 to 2007, which
Looks
Labour
makes me look
politician
very, very
served
clever.
as the UK's Deputy Prime Minister. Mark,
John Prescott.
correct.
But
Fingers
yeah,
on
it's
buzzers.
unbelievable how stressful these things
Chemical
can be.
elements. What is the
Um,
2-letter chemical symbol for cobalt? Mark,
This is all my old buzzer
CO.
training
correct.
from
35 questions remain. We have those 3 correct
doing
answers
schools
from one
quizzes.
person. You've been a fantastic
Knew it would come in handy
player, Mark.
sometime.
Real pleasure to have you on the show. Cheerful and
Did all right.
determined and
Got all the way
direct.
down to the last
Hope
bit.
you've enjoyed it.
I have. It's been, it's been brilliant. Thank you.
I'm afraid it is. Goodbye.
So yeah, that was it. That was 15 to 1 and King of the Nerds. I do have another little bit of news to share with you. Although I can't say anything more than what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be on another quiz. That's it. I will share details with you as soon as I'm allowed to. But that's all I can say. I can't, because of various contractual reasons. I did film a quiz recently. It's going to be on a major network channel on the UK. And I will let you know when. I filmed it last week. Alright? And I'm really looking forward to share it with you. But it won't be on TV until about January. Or February. So do keep in touch. I will keep in touch with you and let you know. Anyway, let's play this version, right? Let's have a wee go at this version. It's called Millionaire Quiz, and we've got like 5 different categories here. Unlike the other one, which is a random assortment, you get to pick these ones. So technology, health and science, which are pretty much one and the same, I guess. Sports or music. I'm gonna go with music this one. Let's just give this one a go. Let's see how well we do. 30 seconds for these ones. We'll play them right up for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll say goodnight to you and let you go. So, do I know the rules? I'm assuming yes. Let's start. We've got a very, very snazzy bow-tied host here who's going to do it. Let's play, and let's see how we get on. We did the million in the last one. Let's see how we do in this one. We might do this again sometime. It's really fun. Anyway, first question. Let's see how far we get with this. Who won Best International Female Solo Artist at the 2015 Brit Awards? Was I working at that one? I don't think so, no. Gaga, Perry, Taylor Swift. Oh, this is quite difficult. I'd say, okay, let's go ask the audience for this one. Let's just like confirm, use the assist. Yes, audience, make your choices. Let's see how they do. The clock has stopped. They're all saying it's C, Taylor Swift. Let's go C. Now, normally, in my old job, I used to work backstage at concerts, and I would have done, funny enough, my last gig was the Brit Awards this year. But I wasn't working on that one. I wasn't working in live music then in 2015. Anyway, let's have a look. We're saying yes. No turning back. Taylor Swift. Let's hope the audience are right. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. He's saying, oh, it's flashing. It's gone kind of weird. It is Taylor Swift. God, it took quite a while just to get one. Congratulations, you got $100 in the bank. Okay, we're up to number 2. Ready to give it a roll. Yes. Oh, gosh, you have to kind of... There's a lot more interaction with this one. Let's see. Which of the following celebrities completed college? What? Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Gaga, or Carrie Underwood? I'm going to say Gaga. Gaga, smart lady. I said Gaga. I'm going to say... Do you know what? I don't know. I'm going to go 50-50. No, I'm going to go with this one. Let's say... Friend. Let's see what my fake friend... Oh, there's my fake friend. Let's see what she thinks. Oh. Is it meant to be sound here? Oh, if I were you, I'll go for D. Carrie Underwood. Okay, let's go with Carrie Underwood. I thought Gaga would have finished uni. Man, I'm nervous. I'm nervous too, buddy. Carrie Underwood. Hard question. And did we get it right? Yes. Hooray. But I'm going to see how far we get with this one, and then I'm going to call it a night, because we normally just do the streams for an hour. Let's continue. Yes. Here's the $300 question. Here we are. How many members were there in One Direction in year 2013? Oh, come on. You know what? I'm rubbish at like pop questions. Okay, 5. Yes, there weren't 8 members. They're not like BTS. BTS is like loads of members. I've used 3 lifelines in 3 questions. That's how much my pop music knowledge is. Give me some questions about the Stones or the Beatles or Bob Dylan or something cool like that. Okay, here we go. Next question. Yes, I am. Gosh, this is like very... Alright, here we go. Who had a hit named Firework? It's not Avril Lavigne. It's Katy Perry. Yes. I'm going with yes. The answer has been chosen. Yes, I believe in you. Thanks, Teresa, for letting me know about that one. I know enough for pop music to know the Firework. I know the song Firework. Yes. Absolutely right. On to the £1,000 question. Come on. On the £1,000 checkpoint. Here we go. Where was Shakira born? She's Colombian, isn't she? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Colombia. Just straight away, I knew she's from Colombia. This is very poppy, very poppy for my tastes, but we'll persevere. We'll go on. She dated that footballer. And we're up to the 2,000 mark. We're here. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling. Yes, proceed. Complete the title of my... I know... Oh, God, these are really poppy for me. Wrecking Ball, I know that. Gosh. Again, I'm seeing Miley Cyrus and Katy Perry, and... It's not my music, man. Not saying it's bad, just not my thing. You know... Again, the only reason I know these pop stars is because I've worked backstage for them. That's it. It's like, oh, I've heard of this person. I have to say, I do quite like your woman, what's her name? Billie Eilish. Big fan. Oh, not the Taylor Swift question, jeez. You know what? I don't know who this is. I'm going to say this guy. And you know you guys are screaming at your TV thinking... Anyway, we're going to move on. I probably need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. Oh, no, I got it wrong. Tracy, you had the right answer from me. I'm going home with fake $1,000. You know what? That was super fun. We might do this again for the crack. We might do another night of me just randomly rambling quiz questions and answering them. Or, on another hand, I do have a couple of other... I've got a Weakest Link board game, which I might get a couple of me and my buddies to play. We could do that together. The Weakest Link board game actually comes with a very, very scary Anne Robinson mask. And Trivial Pursuit, we could do live quizzing on this. Where you guys can get involved as well. The actual Trivial Pursuit game actually comes with the DVD, so we could play that as well and get a bunch of people involved. So yeah, we can do a kind of like a live Zoom quiz for people to take part in. So yes, that was Big Nerd Pub Quiz Special Edition. Like I said, Special Edition quiz tonight. I hope you enjoyed that. I actually think that was loads of fun. I know my parents are watching. They're enjoying it. I'll be back next week from a brand new place, from the Harbourside Studios in Warren Point, County Down. Really looking forward to get going with that. So that's next week. It's going to be on YouTube as well, so don't worry, you don't have to tune into anywhere different. But like I said, I'm expanding the quiz to a new audience. And I'm going to be simultaneously broadcasting the quiz on harborsideradio.com, on their Facebook page, and live on YouTube on the Big Nerd Pub Quiz page. The quiz will be pretty much the same format as I normally do it. Same format. You know, if you've played before, you'll know the crack. You know, 8 rounds. It'll be 8 rounds, 8 questions each. That's how we're going to do this. And it'll be on Harbourside Radio, and hopefully a chance to actually win more amazing prizes. Stay in touch with me. All the different social media channels there. And like I said, I really enjoyed doing that tonight. There was some really dramatic moments there, and we got to the £1 million question twice, which I'm actually really impressed by. All thanks to you, guys at home. Big thanks to everyone who is watching tonight, and I hopefully see you guys all next week from our brand new surroundings at Harbourside Radio. Thanks for playing, and thanks for being with me through all of this. The new look Big Nerd Pub Quiz will be on next week, like I said, Sunday the 6th of September. We've made it all the way. Only 4 more months to Christmas. We've done it. We've done well. We need to get this disastrous year out of our way. But thank you so much for playing. Next one is next Sunday on Harbourside Radio and on YouTube. Don't forget about it. You'll hear more from me on that. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. And I'll see you again shortly. Good night.